Hi everyone, my name is Mallory. If you'd love to become one of my pals, be sure to hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell. So it's not that much later since I last filmed, and the neighbor's roof is completely white. The wind is insane. The lights flicker. I am currently in bed, well, my mom's bed technically, charging my phone. It's up to 21%. I know I probably shouldn't be filming on it. God forbid, like, the power does go out and, like, I can't charge my phone and I need to call my mom. Anywho, we still have a landline here, which drives me nuts. It drives me insane. That's why I like when we go away, because we just have cell phones. It's less a hassle, whatever. So anyways, moving along with my story, I want to say, like, this, I was going to use the term accumulation. I'm looking over here, at the snow, because, like, the roofs, they're covered in white. The snowflakes are still really, really big. The wind sometimes, like, picks up and it's like, whoosh, and it sounded like someone was knocking on the house, or things were being, like, tossed and thrown at the house. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little creepy outside, especially when I'm looking out the front window to, like, the front of the house, and, like, you see the, like, right, and, like, the wind and the trees going whoop. I'm gonna throw in, I think, some time lapse of, like, the back of the house, the front of the house, the left side of the house, the right side of the house. It's gonna be like little blip, so you can kind of see, like, sped up the weather. But it's crazy. Like, you think it's gonna, like, calm down, and then it keeps picking up. Sorry, I keep, like, looking out. Like, I kind of want to show y'all, but, like, like I said, I'm not about to unplug the phone. So, yes, as you just saw, like, crazy weather, with big, juicy snowflakes, and Squeaky's taking a nap. It's one of those days. That's what my shirt says. It's one of those days. But I think she could speak on behalf of the whole cat community that naps are just part of their daily life. What am I petting? That's her butt. Here we go. You hear that? Do you hear that? It's really, like, it picks up in spurts. Like, it kind of, like, calms down, and you're like, okay, like, we're just dealing with some snow, a little bit of breezes blowing through, and then, like, whoosh. Squeaky, it's nuts outside. I heard beeping earlier. That kind of sounded like when we leave our refrigerator door open for too long. I don't know if you guys' refrigerator beeps at you, but that was, like, I don't know, like, a while ago. It was when I was, like, kind of waking up. Like, I was still, like, a little bit asleep and a little bit alert. That, like, stage when you're just like you're trying to, like, go back to sleep, but you're, like, slightly aware of your surroundings. So I'm thinking, did someone leave the refrigerator open? I don't think so, but we do have these things. I don't know what you call them, so we're gonna call them water alarms in the basement, because they're devices that when they get wet, they, like, beep, or they, like, make, like, an alarm sound. Because, oh my goodness, I should do a separate video with my mom talking about all the basement floods we've had ever since we lived in this house. Like, the horrors and the nightmares. Oh my god, like, it was like, I'm talking, like, crazy, to the point where a few summers back, my mom hired this guy to, like, fix the house to make it less of a problem. But even then, if it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain, and you can still get a little bit of water in the basement. Like, we're not completely, like, we fixed the problem, but just, like, a little bit of the areas in, like, the storagey parts get a little wet. Like, the floor gets, like, a little damp. We did put an extra sub pump in the basement, but I think, like, my mom must have, like, PTSD from basement floods, because anytime there's chance of, like, really bad weather like this, like, she freaks out that the basement could, but my dad's always telling her, like, "You don't have anything to worry about," and I don't think it's a problem. I mean, I haven't checked on the basement. Because, I mean, worst case is if you have stuff on the floor, it's going to get a little wet. It's not the end of the world since we practically have fixed the problem. But, you know, sometimes when, like, in the winter, if there's, like, the ground's really, really wet and saturated, it's got to go somewhere. But no, so, I mean, you guys, I don't think you can really see, but there's our big, chunky, juicy snowflakes. And, and it's like it's coming down, that's for sure. And oh my goodness is all I can say. I keep looking out the window, or the windows, and it is nuts. And to think I was supposed to get on an airplane. It's like my mom, I think, made the smart decision by, like, switching it to tomorrow, and then an even smarter decision by canceling altogether. For various reasons. We don't need to go into all those details. But what United does, which is nice, is, like, if there's a weather problem, they waive the change fee. So if you have to, like, they will warn you. I got an email warning me, like, weather, danger. If you change your flight to, like, earlier, later, or, like, another day, like the following day, whatever, they will waive that change fee. So my mom called to make sure, like, that was on record, so the next time we do book a flight to Vegas, that they don't, like, make us pay extra money, because we can't control the weather. If we could, it would be sunny and beautiful and warm. So at least that's what I would like. You know, on my phone, on, like, the weather app, obviously I have the weather for where I live. I have the weather for Pelican Bay, Florida, Bay Lake, Florida, and St. George, Utah, and I'll, like, scroll through and I'll look at everything, and I'm just like, if only I lived somewhere else. The weather would be just so lovely. But for right now, this is what I gotta deal with, is this crazy weather. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, I ordered, and I'm crossing my fingers, sidebar, not weather related, is I don't know, can you see, you know how I got these phone chargers that are like that, fibery fabric, so, you don't have that issue that you do with the original Apple chargers, where, like, the thing frays and the thing, and you know what I'm talking about. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. If not, I'm sorry if I'm not making any sense. So this was working for charging my iPad, my mini, which I need to cancel that, so I'm not being charged for something I'm not using. My grandma is contemplating getting an iPad. There's another family. We have, like, 3 family members that live up in the same area, in the same, like, retirement community, if you will. And one of them, she is my mom's cousin's mother-in-law. So what does that mean to me? I don't know. But she has an iPad and keeps telling my grandma she should get one. So I'll let her, like, play on mine, like, play. You know what? My brain isn't working. Sorry, cuckoo weather, cuckoo brain. And just see if she likes it, if she can figure out how to use it. But my grandma was sick, and where she lives, like, everyone, but, like, it's full of germs. They had the flu, that novo virus, like, people are pretty ill. So until things settle down, like, we haven't been going up there, but as soon as she's 100% and we don't think she's gonna be carrying any germs around with her, we'll help her escape and bring her here and cook her a nice meal and maybe let her spend, like, the weekend or something to just be out and about and, like, live like a human again. Anyways, I have my new iPad, and I like to keep it on my lap. I like my wireless headphones. Where are they? They are around here somewhere. Here they are, and I like to lay in bed and just like plop on my lap, my iPad, and watch some YouTube videos. Then so as I was saying, I ordered an iPad charger that is like this one because last night my iPad was dying and I needed my shows, so I had to like rest my iPad on the nightstand because you know the charger is not very long. I'm wearing my big clunky headphones and I'm trying to like lay like this and like my neck's like it wasn't that comfortable, so I went ahead and ordered one of those off of Amazon, and I'm crossing my fingers that it's gonna work and it's gonna charge my iPad. I've been doing pretty good, like keeping track and tabs on like, oh, the battery's getting low, like charge it in the daytime so it's like fully set to go at night. But last night I was not prepared. Also, I did put in an order for Fabletics, and I was so proud of myself. I feel like that's a whole separate video. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching this. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, feel free to leave those down below. Don't forget to check out the description box so you can find my social medias and other fun things. Come say hey, and thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a big old thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And thanks for all your love and support. And as always, till next time, keep it quirky.